Hey guys, this is Infinite Inspiration Zero. And with that, we are done with the BIONICLE short stories. All of them have now been released on this channel, and some of you may be wondering, what's next? So as many of you know, on Toatapio Nuva's channel, we've been recording the BIONICLE books. Several members of the community have been involved in creating those, and we are nearing the end of that. If the final battle, Book 11 of Legends, hasn't released by the time this episode does, it's very close. And with that, we move into the home stretch of the final 4 books of the Bara Magna saga, which closes out the official BIONICLE story. But in addition to that, as you guys have been listening to the short stories, I'm sure you realize there are supplemental materials that go along with the BIONICLE books. And the other aspect of this that's pretty major is the story serials and podcast episodes. There's a wonderful channel that you can find here on YouTube, Herr Sturm Studios, that has recorded a pretty significant chunk of these story serials. However, there are a few that are missing from his list. And so I tried reaching out to him, didn't have great luck in getting a response. There was one point where he sent a message back saying that he's thinking of maybe recording them. However, my goal is to finish up the entirety of supplemental BIONICLE material, the short stories, serials, before or around the same time that the BIONICLE books are finished recording on Toatapio Nuva's channel next year, which would allow for everyone to have access to every single piece of written BIONICLE story lore. And so with that, I reached out to a few of my friends in the community that are particularly good voice actors and have a passion for recording the BIONICLE story, and have tapped them to record the last few short stories that are not on Herr Sturm Studios' channel. So that would include the Gali Nuva or Toa Nuva blog, Brothers in Arms being from the 2007 and 2008 stories, and then the 2009 story serials. So with that, we're going to be releasing those over the course of roughly the next year. And it's a bit of a bittersweet moment, but that will be the entirety of the BIONICLE story. It's been a nearly 10-year process of working on this. I remember back in 2014, I should say just, fall of 2014 was when I originally started working on this project, doing the BIONICLE Chronicles. And as you guys know, it's been, a series of releases over the course of many years, and now we're in the home stretch. You'll be able to listen to the entire BIONICLE story from start to finish, which there is a video on my channel that talks about the order of the BIONICLE story, and then has a playlist with every single piece of the story from start to finish, including a few videos in there for to play the games. But yeah, there is one more thing that I would like to do next year, probably sometime around same time this year, August, September time, where I'm going to have kind of one last final hurrah that I will probably release, but it's not related to the mainline BIONICLE story. But other than that, thank you to everyone who has taken the time to listen to this. I think there's a pretty good chance that we will be involved in BIONICLE Day 2025 to kind of cap off and celebrate everything. There might even be, a final release like Reign of Shadows or something like that happens around that time. But once again, thank you to all my listeners who have stuck with me this far. Look forward to the BIONICLE story serials coming out over the course of the next year. You guys have a good one. And remember, always be a hero.